Good morning, thriving warriors and those who wish they were. Alexa, is the date?
Today is Tuesday, November 22nd.
Great. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:05 a.m.
Wow, great. Alexa, what is the weather?
In Amargosa Valley, it's 35 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can look for mostly sunny weather with a high of 62 degrees and a low of 35 degrees.
Okay, yesterday it was 23. Feels much, much warmer. Interesting how 35 feels warm compared to that. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Greg. Okay, good morning, Charlene. Is Todd with you, Charlene? Okay, so here we are 1 minute into it, and this is Department of Career Services, where our goal, for those of you who don't know, is to help people move from point A to point B, where point B is better. We do that several ways, starting with this podcast, which is just the point of the spear, so to speak, because most of the value of this podcast is in the description. Please subscribe and click on the bell and share this with other people. Most of the value is in the description below, starting with our 4-week basic training course, our online course on the Teachable platform. Secondly, the link to the video that I watch in the morning to create this video where I take notes with pen and paper. There is a link to the TED Talk, which goes with today's day in the 4-week basic training course. This is week 3, day 2. Seth Godin talking about Tribes of Simple 4-step recipe on how you get, how you nudge a tribe forward. Then we have a whole bunch of links and phone numbers and things to services that we provide our members, including housing, clothing, food, hygiene, transportation, foundational employment, and career employment, career development, career planning. Also, last but certainly not least, is the transcript of Seth Godin's daily 20-plus year blog. So all of that in this little 15-minute-ish sort of, but not really, video. Our approach to how do you get from point A to point B is to believe it's simple, not easy. It's simple. Basically, get rid of your bad habits, have good habits. And we do help you do that by having little breadcrumbs, bleep, bleep, bleep. Good morning, Diana. Little breadcrumbs along the way that are easy to follow. Today's breadcrumb, it's simple, ... It's simple, GOYA. It's simple, GOYA. GOYA. Get off your ass. Make something happen. Now, that kind of bleeds over into today, to memes from today's video. What's a meme? A meme is an idea that spreads from brain to brain. It doesn't have to be verbal, it can be visual. You can see it. It can be a smell. Walking through a crowded shopping mall, and all of a sudden, that smells like cinnamon and butter. Wow, I'm hungry. Let's go to Cinnabon. Okay, that's a meme. Okay, so GOYA, get off your ass. So question you can ask yourself, when am I going to get serious? When am I going to get serious about my future? Serious meaning giving up the things I know I shouldn't do and just doing the things I know I should do. When am I going to get serious about that? Because until I get serious, nothing is going to really change. Or let's say it this way, I'm getting from point A to point B like this. Point B is here. Getting to point A, B like this. Time is running out. That means to get here, I'm going to have to put in extra effort. What if I wait till I'm here? Boom, impossible. impossible to change your avenue of attack or your angle of attack from this to that. If you've been going like this for all these years, all of a sudden go bam, nope, not going to happen. But when are you going to get serious? You have to be willing to pay the price. If you're willing to pay the price, you can make your dreams come true. You just have to pay the price. How do you do that? Well, one way is to motivate yourself. We can motivate ourselves by saying, I want to make my kids proud. I want my kids to be proud of me. Tony Robbins in the video says, burn your boats. Burn the boats. Because if given the choice between to die or succeed, people will choose to die, to succeed. But most people don't put themselves in that position. They just stay on the boat, or they pull the boat ashore and, oh, I'll go look over here, see if I like this. Well, maybe I'll get back in the boat with my boat without a rudder, and I will see where I go next, see what happens next, see where life takes me. I'll go on life's journey. Okay. So Tony Robbins is saying, no, you get to the shore and you burn your boat. Now you have to succeed there. Okay. Be intentional, not hopeful. There's too many people that go around thinking, if I do this, if I believe this, someone else, including possibly an invisible man in the sky, will take care of my needs. I don't think that that's the job of the invisible man in the sky, to take care of our needs. That all we have to do is say, oh, I worship you. Now take care of my needs. I see a lot of people that seem to be that way. That's a different subject. Be intentional, not hopeful. Do it because you're supposed to. Do it because you are supposed to. You want to become successful, do the things you need to do to become successful. Okay. Hopefully you have pen, paper, you're taking notes. All right, next, today's TED Talk, week 3, day 2. How do we get people in the car? Yesterday we learned from David Logan, join tribe, nudge it forward. Just join a tribe, nudge it forward. Today, we learn how to nudge. Seth Godin has a simple 4-step process. First, find something to change, because if we don't change anything, we can't nudge people forward. Find something to change. 2, tell a compelling story. If you don't have a compelling story, if people can't understand what you're saying, if they're not intrigued, if they're not involved, if you don't bond with them, tell a compelling story. If they don't get it, they're not going to do it. 3, connect the true believers, and as important, ignore the non-true believers. As Jesus said to his disciples, go to the town, spread the word. If people don't listen, dust off your sandals and go to the next town. Don't argue with the people. Keep moving, keep spreading the word. So you keep telling the compelling story. If it's not working, maybe you're in the wrong crowd. Maybe the story isn't really compelling, but keep doing it. Don't expect people are going to see your dream. And number 4, lead them. Lead them. People are going to, lead them. That's next week. How do you not crash the car? This week, we're just trying to get the right people in the car. So if we tell a compelling story, guess who's going to say, when you say, who's coming with me? Guess who's going to come with you? The people who understand the story, hopefully. And other people will come along too, because they are hopeful, not intentional. So those people you don't want in your car, probably. That's a different subject. This week, we're focused on getting the right people in the car. All right, that's that. Moving right along to Seth's blog. People are complicated. People problems are complicated problems. People problems are complicated problems. Engineering problems are difficult, but they have a right answer. People problems, by their nature, are on a spectrum, a distribution of possible forward paths, but they're complicated. A situation might not fit a person and vice versa, meaning the person might not fit the situation. A situation might not fit the person might not fit the situation. And a second person, and now you have two people, and two people interacting exponentially increase the number of possibilities. Knowing this takes the pressure off, because there isn't a perfect solution to a people problem. Simply an available path forward that helps us get to the next step. Right, okay? So what does that mean? That means you don't have to be the best person for the job, because it's complicated figuring out who is the best person. You have to be the person who's committed to getting the job done. Don't become a problem. People problems are complicated problems. Don't become a people problem. Yesterday, we were mired in people problems. Starting in the morning with somebody having a bad interaction with one of our members, calling the police, and the police deciding to implement the letter of the law, not the spirit of the law, decided that that person, oops, you've got a warrant, we're taking you in, rather than, hey, sir, I'm not going to take you in. Please get this taken care of right now, today. Instead of that, we're taking you in. And then that person's problem became our problem. The person who started the problem should have just been ignored. Diffuse the situation. You don't always have to respond. You can walk away. Take your ego out of the equation. The rest of the day, hassle, 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 till 10 o'clock last night. Once again, police involved, and giving advice. Okay, here's what we would do. Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. Drugs are not good. Okay, so people problems are complicated problems. 12:45 in. All righty then, Diana, let's do your thing. We are now at the next step in our journey. There you go. Yesterday, Navy SEAL Maxim. Yesterday was the only easy day, which means what? Push yourself just a little bit harder today. Try to do just a little bit more today. How do we do that? Well, many ways. We can get comfortable by being uncomfortable. It's the little things. Yes, good. Thank you, Charlene. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Right. It's the little things. Do the little things. Next. What is next? After we get comfortable being uncomfortable, what do? We need to choose the hard path. Work hard, have humility, take ownership, take responsibility, have discipline and sacrifice. Good. Have a plan. Have a plan. How are we going to make yesterday the only easy day? Have a plan today with the C5 additive, which is what? The plan must be clear, concise, compelling, consistent, and you have to be committed to doing the plan. You can't have a plan and not be committed and expect it to work out. Okay, what else? Good, Charlene, Diana, don't compare yourself to other people. Right. Compare yourself today to who you were yesterday. That's how to know whether you're making yesterday the only easy day. And, yesterday we were here, we started here, we ended here. Today we're starting here, we're going to end here. So if we end up here compared to where we started yesterday morning, are we making yesterday the only easy day? Yeah, we're moving forward. That's all you need to do. Just keep on going. Burn the boats, pay the price, and you can make your dreams become a reality. When are you going to get serious about becoming successful, about moving forward, about leaving your bad habits behind. Okay, and can somebody say the magic words and cut? There we go. Thank you, Charlene. And cut, Diana, and cut, and cut, and cut.